Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 33 of Let's Play Civilization 5 Brave New World of Siam. Alright, my workers have made it down here to Jakarta, or at least one of them has, and we have some cleanup work to do, no question about that. We're in the process of pursuing a science victory. The spaceship is half done. We're working on 2 more parts, which we are a bit a ways from finishing. And then we're in the midst of researching particle physics. And as soon as that's done, we'll build the last piece. So we are just about there, actually. We rigged elections in Tyre and in Riga. There's probably going to be a few more of those. Yep. We also, if you weren't with us, we instigated a war between the Iroquois and India. It looks like India has lost this city, and that's going to be a blow to them, of course. Lots of nukes flying, as you can see. I mean, honestly, this is perfect from my point of view, because I want them, hey, use up your nukes on each other. And spend your military strength. Let's just look at the demographics. So, yeah, before India and Hiawatha, they were the 2 big military powers. Now, they've lost enough units, it's Japan now. And I don't remember, I didn't write down the number or anything, but I'm sure that Hiawatha, the last time I looked, was well over 700,000. I could swear to that. So I definitely think he's lost, significant strength, and I'm very happy about that. So in Tyre, we're up to 97 influence, but still 95 away from catching India. I mean, that's not going to happen anytime soon. We are allies with Riga. That's pretty sweet. Let's see. Bucharest, we're allies, and we're probably going to stay that way for a good little while. And we're allies with Cape Town. We actually, even though this playthrough got completely derailed from the standpoint of being a diplomacy run, that's what I was trying to do. Nonetheless, we do have more city-state allies than any other civilization. I've got 5, and does anybody else have 2? Hiawatha has 2, literally. And that's it. So, unfortunately, I don't see a lot of opportunity here to take any more. I mean, this 95 that we need for Tyre, that's the lowest number. That's brutal. So, I don't see that happening. It's not terribly important that it does happen, frankly. But I always do like to put any kind of lock on the game that, I can manage to. Okay, let's go ahead and repair that. And then I suppose it just makes sense to keep working our way back. Okay, somebody wants truffles. I'm not really too worried about using faith to buy anything. We did finish our recycle center, so now there's just no question we have plenty for whatever we need to do. I guess I'll build a bomb shelter. I mean, why not? It is conceivable that somebody could lob a nuke. Granted, Gao isn't necessarily the city I'm most worried about. The other way I could go is to maybe build a couple more military units. I still need workboats over here. I don't know how much it matters. This one probably matters more. But I tried building them here, and because I don't have open borders with Indonesia, I couldn't get them over here. And slowing down production to gain a couple hammers, I'm not too excited about that. It might be worth one turn, though. Especially because I do intend to use this city to build our last piece. Alright, I talked myself into it. Here's what we're going to do. Let me see. If it's one turn, and it is, fine. Since it will add to production, I'll go ahead and do it. Alright, I finished my bomb shelter up here. I'll tell you what. We'll build an archaeologist. What the heck? Oh, it won't. Do I have a museum over here? I guess I must, or I wouldn't be able to do that. No, I don't have one. Why is it letting me? Is it up here? No. Alright, I'm confused. Very, very confused. Nah, whatever. Just do it. It's 3 turns of production we don't need. So, like, literally, well, I was going to say everybody else. That's not really true. China is still at war with Indonesia, and I guess they're the only one, because Hiawatha made peace at the end of our last installment. Friendly trade route plundered. Yeah, that's probably no surprise. Gandhi is working on a spaceship. Well, I kind of don't think he's going to get there before I do. That would be quite the come from behind victory at this point. I don't see how anybody could possibly do it because, one, they're behind me technologically. And so even if they had every city, like if they had 6 cities and they just started construction on all the parts at once, well, they can't because they haven't unlocked the tech. So I know I'm the #1, technology producer, whatever you want to call it. Like I have the most technology unlocked. And so, all right, let me do this. Okay, great. Now we're getting the most out of that tile. And all right. And I think that's like all I'm going to squeeze out of this place. The bad thing is, though, like now that means, I'm sitting for a few turns. I don't know if it was worth it. It was only 1 turn, though, so. What's Japan doing sniffing around over here? It'd be pretty funny if he attacked Indonesia next. China doesn't seem to be accomplishing much. You can't really send triplanes in at this phase of the game. Not really that effective. Okay, whatever. So Indonesia managed to steal a technology from this city. I'm just not really worried about. A lot of the stuff that kind of mattered more earlier, there's not that many turns left in the game. So, And there's no doubt in my mind, he's not going to declare war on me again. Not when he's fighting this war with China. And he's just been really marginalized. I also don't think that England will. Looks like she still hasn't managed to repair the tiles that I trashed. At least not most of them. She does have an infantry unit, at least one. And she's got a missionary. Good for her. So he came in for a landing near the city. But unless he declares war on China, this won't actually do anything. Furs connected for Wellington. That's awesome. 40 influence for free. I'm just 209 behind Hiawatha now, so I'm practically there. Alright, I finished my bomb shelter. I mean, is there anything worth doing? I could build a military base. I don't see the shrine as being particularly meaningful. I almost wanted to, you know what? I'm going to build this stupid thing just because, like, it's so late in the game and it's so ridiculous that after all this time, I never built a shrine there. And then I'm going to build an XCOM squad just to help beef up my, my stats, whatever you want to call it, my military strength rating. So that I look, oh, I shouldn't have done that. This is way too far away to actually work. Well, whatever. At least I don't have to watch the smoke. I guess everything else is too far away to work. So at this point, I'm really just cleaning up for the sake of cleaning up. And that's fine. I mean, it's just like, I don't truly need this, archaeologist to come over there and do a landmark or whatever. But I'm going to do it just because at least I'll have done one by the end of the game. It's a little bit of a farce, but we can finally spare some production turns. It's only taken me like 360 plus turns to get there. I don't think there's any question. This is easily one of the most trying and difficult games I've ever played of Civilization 5. We had so much trouble early on, constantly getting declared war on. I really didn't believe I had a chance to win. But as I've discovered before, in both this game and, XCOM and others, that sometimes it looks really bad, but that does not mean you're going to lose. If you put your head down and work through it and just, start breaking down what you need to do and then try to work towards it. It's funny, a lot of times it actually works out pretty darn well. So it took a long time for us to get over the hump in this game. No question about that. But we finally got there. I actually think I'm going to build another XCOM squad. I think it's going to be worth... Oh, actually, I have a better idea. You know what? I virtually never build airplane units. And we have a ton of oil and stuff, so let's see what we got. I could do a nuclear submarine too, but let's focus for a minute. What's the most modern airplane I have? Why don't I see airplanes? There's a bomber, but that's really old. Okay, maybe I haven't unlocked stuff like the stealth bomber, so never mind. I'll just do XCOM. The problem is, I want credit for having done a high-level unit. I want the most impact on my military rating. That's the whole freaking purpose of doing this. Okay, so we'll do this, and that'll give me the ability to make jet fighters. That's what I'm talking about. Let's just look really quickly again. So we're ranked number 4. We're almost average, but we have half what Japan does. We've, not that it matters. I've said this many times, so many wars I've been in. I don't even have a fraction of the military strength of the guys I'm fighting. And, we kick their butts. Jakarta demands incense, and so does Gao. A deal where we were giving her a luxury expired. Let's see if we can get it back. God, woman. Yeah, screw off. I'm not so stupid. I'll just deal. I don't feel like it's something I really need to do. Actually, here's what we're going to do. I was just noticing I've never improved that tile. And that'll give me 4 happiness because, oh, damn it, I didn't repair. Whatever. But I don't think it matters. How many turns do we have left? So there is no resistance. Okay. Next turn, I'm going to go ahead and annex Jakarta. And just buy a courthouse. We have a ton of money now. That's another thing that's a really nice change. Man, we were so poor for so long. Very nice to finally have more than enough money. Yeah, so he is eating up India. He truly is. Now, is that affecting his happiness at all? Nah, I mean, it's still really high, so. All right. I wonder if I could bribe him into doing something like attacking Japan next. Because that would actually be pretty funny. You know, like that's really the only other civilization in the whole game that's any sort of real challenge. Or could possibly, you know, threaten me. Okay, here we go. I love Gandhi going for nuclear non-proliferation. All right, let's see what happens with that vote. Sure. God, I wonder if he will literally be wiped out. Does he have any other cities that are hurting? No, not at this moment. It looks like Delhi just got taken. And as soon as I see that, I remember that once again I've forgotten to do something I meant to do, which is to annex Jakarta. I don't think it matters a whole lot, but at the same time, I'd rather just do it. So the repeal on spice ban passes and nuclear non-proliferation passes, which I don't mind that at all. So let's do this. We annexed it. And now we're going to purchase a courthouse. Boom. Do I want to buy anything else? I mean, a library doesn't mean a lot to me anymore. Perhaps a workshop. Not that really much of this truly matters at this phase of the game. But that's fine. We'll just go ahead. We'll knock out a monument. And then let me add to the queue. Does anything here affect production? The windmill does. So that's fine. Okay. I'm not going to build a part here. I will build a bomb shelter. And then here, I am going to build it. Because this is my highest production city, right? It's less. Yes? Yes? Can I see it anymore? You know what? It doesn't matter. I have 68 hammers here. I have 144 here. Even after doubling it, that's still more. So I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Sweet. And that helped my happiness too. Getting rid of that ban. Because we purposely banned spices because Indonesia had them. Well, now that I've taken Jakarta, of course, that's not quite as attractive a proposition. Looks like India managed to retake Delhi, yes? Yes. Will they hold it? That is the question. That is indeed the question. And actually, this city looks like it's being pressured as well. Hiawatha took this a good while ago. It should not still be deep in the red. Okay, whatever. India lost their capital again. So what's the population of Delhi? It's down to 5. I remember when London got down to 1. It's kind of becoming the new London. But I mean, hey, in fairness, London's bounced all the way back up to 18. Unfortunately for those guys, they don't really have time. Whoever gets to keep it, they don't really have time to build it up to that level for it to matter. Alright, where do I want my cargo ship to go? I could go to Canterbury, that's worth 26. But Nottingham is worth 27. I think I'm going to continue avoiding my good friends. And I say that sarcastically in Japan. Oh, we can choose an archaeology. When worked, landmark race culture. Yeah, that's fine. So we're getting 11 culture out of that. Are we working it even? Yes, we are. I'm fine with that. I believe Hiawatha has just built a spaceship part, but I don't think that's going to help them. I don't think that's going to get it done for them. Well, you just got another one. Victory progress. Details. So, yeah, India and Hiawatha both have 2 parts to R5. So, again, I'm feeling okay. The deal. Okay, so we in Elizabeth and we in Hiawatha, we had these luxury deals. So let's see. Can I do this? Cool. I'm fine with that. So now my happiness is great. I just added a couple of XCOM squads, so I'm looking good as far as that. I still don't have that high-tech fighter, the jet fighter. So I think I'm just going to build another XCOM. You know, they're perfectly good units. It's not like that's a problem. And really, I don't intend to use them anyway. I just want the increased military rating, like I was saying. So we should be good to go. And it looks like, I just looked at these. London is fine. Gal, I'm going to do the same. Well, you know what? I haven't built a tank this whole game, damn it. I need a tank. I need at least one. It's just not okay to have 0 tanks, in my book. Okay. China took a little bit of damage on their battleship. Yeah, you guys got to come bring a little bit more to the party than a stupid battleship. That would be my advice. Man, 10 uranium. I sure could have used some of that. That's one of the reasons I started this war between the two of them, because having no uranium really leaves me vulnerable. You know, one of them decides to go and throw a nuke party. I'm kind of hosed. Actually, me keeping this many military units around my capital, in that sense, that's very bad. Because if you lob a nuke and I just lose all those units, I'm in trouble. Maybe I should move off. I might do that. I think we are reaching the point where you just have to ask yourself, what are the ways in which I can lose this game? And then, you know, go out of your way to try to avoid those scenarios. All right. Let's see. The problem is, if I just bring all these guys out here and somebody sends a huge navy in, I mean, I can lose all my units the old-fashioned way by them getting their asses handed to them as well. So, all right, let's go. How's Jakarta doing? I assume they finished that monument. Yep, and now they're working on the windmill. So, that's good. Yep, don't care that he doesn't like me. I wonder if I could convince Hiawatha to go to war with him. That would be pretty funny. I mean, he probably wouldn't do it as long as things are still kind of hot over here. Like, see, he just took Mumbai. He's definitely kicking Gandhi's ass. There's no question about that. Okay, well, we're getting down to it. I have, at the absolute most, 2 installments to go. Possible we'll finish up next time. 7 turns is a lot, just because the AI turn tends to be kind of slow. Either way, we'll see what happens. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope we see you next time.